You left me? As soon as I went live, you left me.
Gone.
Oh.
All right, perfect.
Oh, it'll tell you when they. Yeah, it'll tell you when they join. I think.
Yeah, we'll give it a little bit. Let everyone get on, and we'll just field some questions and explain the breakdown.
Yeah.
Yeah, so last time when Hunter Knopfs won the bike, it was pretty much due to the fact that he had 4 keys.
Nice.
He came through. What we did is we pretty much lined everyone up. If you had multiple keys, you would try one of your keys and then just get back in the back of the line.
Okay.
So the bike started on his 3rd attempt.
Oh wow, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So he came through and tried 2 keys. That 3rd key, he came back. He's like, "This must be it."
Yeah. Nice.
And then he finally ended up firing the bike up. But it's funny how that one worked out because it was you couldn't have someone better to win the motorcycle than Hunter Knopfs there.
Yeah, I agree.
But Team South Carolina came down with a truck and like 10 guys and won almost every key. So they were guaranteed. They came down to take the bike home, and they did.
Yeah.
But it'll be interesting to see if we get something else like that. You know, some team scouting to come down and get it. I have a feeling, due to the level of some of the Florida guys right now, that Florida's going to keep the motorcycle in. But
I mean, that'd be nice. I'd like to see it stay in Florida, but
oh, come on, man! Imagine you winning it and driving it to the next event. You show up on the armrest. You know, that's a pretty sick thing.
Yeah, I agree.
So we'll go over a few things. I'm sure people that come in, they'll end up replaying it later on anyways.
Yeah.
You know, pretty much we're giving away the Progear motorcycle, all the arm wrestling champion decals all over it, full custom bike. All the pro winners are going to win 1 key. 1 key will start the bike. Pretty straightforward as far as how it goes. We're going to have the standard weight classes, right and left hand, all pro, all eligible for a key. Ladies pro class, if there's over 6 in the pro class, the ladies will qualify for, there will be 1 key for the ladies, right and left hand. So there's a chance for one of the women to win it. The men, all you've got to do is simply enter the pro class, take first place in your class. You will be the winner of the key. Hopefully your key starts the bike. So it's a hell of a chance for a motorcycle, especially if you're someone that could win 1 or 2 classes. You've got between 1 in 14 and a 1 in 7 chance if you're able to win right and left hand. Some people may have more than 2 keys.
Like you said last year, you said Hunter won 4 classes, right?
Yeah, he won all the 54 and all the 76 classes, and ended up winning the motorcycle on his 3rd key.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, that's crazy good odds. Right? Was that 4 out of 14?
Yeah.
Easy, guys.
Yes, I mean, imagine if you have a 4 out of 4. Not even there weren't women keys, so he had a 4 out of 12.
12. Wow. So 1 out of 3.
Yeah. He had a third of the keys sitting in his possession.
Wow. How cool.
Super interesting. Anybody that chooses, if you win the bike, choose not to take the bike, there will be a $1,000 cash prize you are eligible to have instead if you somehow are from Uzbekistan and can't put the motorcycle on a plane. You can leave with a handful of cash. The bike is obviously valued at much, much more than that. Good idea to take the motorcycle home, but not everybody rides motorcycles. So you do have the opportunity to get a cash consolation prize instead, but it's going to look pretty sharp, man. I could see Maverick pulling up on the bike. I could see Jeff on the bike. I could see Devin Lee. with those sunglasses. So it's I wish someone else was hosting it so I could take a chance to win the bike.
It's funny, bro. I literally was I'm looking at all the trophies behind me, and I'm like, man, that bike would look so good on my trophy wall.
Yeah. Are you able to pan the camera around and show the bike? Is it in front of you right now?
Yeah, I got it. Let's see. I'm on my laptop, but
Perfect.
see if I can get it in there.
Yeah, it's insane, dude. Look at that thing just shining.
Yeah, it's badass.
Yeah, slick bike. Very, very nice ride. Super reliable, super turnkey, ready to go. I personally was driving this bike all around town. The title to it is in my name. There won't be a no funny business like some of the tournaments we've been seeing. You know, if 10 people show up, someone's riding the bike home. So it's going. It's going to be one of them things, you know, someone's going to have a war and win a motorcycle for the effort. So I'm looking forward to it. I have no idea who's going to be the winner, but I know it's going to be a good look regardless.
Yeah. Yeah.
We gave this bike away not this bike, but a bike. The first one I did in 2022. And it's been 3 years since we've been able to do another, but it was almost exactly 3 years to the date. I think we gave away the other bike on March 9th, 2022.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah. So pretty cool to be able to bring it back around, bring a second motorcycle to Florida. I know we had the huge cash, me and you had the huge cash event for the Harley dealership.
Uh-huh.
Off of a couple real big successful tournaments here in Florida, Florida States, and then the strikeout event you just had was super amazing.
Did I tell you that strikeout event? We did 170 entries.
Yeah, that's big. That's super big. So short of you know, seeing what the next couple big events, Mayhem, King of Florida, whatever happening at the end, that may be the biggest event of the year.
Yeah.
So, and do you have any statistics on how many new guys, first timer entries?
Yeah, first time entries was 65. 65 brand new, never competed before pullers.
That's wild. That's wild. So if you were to keep that same success with bringing that amount of new guys and you scaled it through 6-7 events,
yeah,
we're talking 150 brand new arm wrestlers out here.
Yeah.
Even if, you know, it could be massive as far as having that type of first timer thing. We talked about this, me and you did. It's not on the flyer. We're going to go ahead and push this to we are going to have another first timer, same exact setup. Anybody that has never competed in their life is eligible to compete in the first timers.
Yeah.
But we will have an amateur and a pro class here as well at the event. So I like the idea of first timers. I think the number one most intimidating thing that keeps a person away from coming back is that their first day they have to face Artem or they have to face Jeff or
I agree.
You know, Maverick. So it's a pretty daunting task immediately to have to go up against someone like that, or to have to go up against the amateur counterpart to that guy, right? There's a guy that he may be an amateur compared to Jeff, he looks just as daunting as Paul and Jeff or something because he's had 3-4 tournaments. So
yeah.
What for a strikeout? You said you had 68 and 170. What 8?
No, I want to say 65 first timers. The rest of the 170 were the triple elimination.
Yeah, that's still huge. I knew that event was going to be big just watching the buzz and all the messaging behind the scene. With this event, I won't be surprised, man. I know what a lot of arm wrestlers do is they stay silent.
Yeah.
Like if there was $1 million arm wrestling tournament in Cocoa Beach tomorrow and no one knows about it, I'm going to not tell no one and I'm going to show up too. So while we will get a ton of people sharing and building the buzz, don't be surprised when you got these secret pullers hiding. You didn't even see him post nothing and he shows up. Because that's what it ended up being last time was, you know, there was all sorts of people that you didn't think were going to pop and then they showed up and, you know, we had Adam Rosinski taking 98s.
Yeah, how
Hunting,
cool.
taking all the 76 54s. You know, I won't be surprised, dude, if we get Shark down here. I could see Shark taking the motorcycle back to Miami.
Yeah, yeah.
So, but man,
I
in
forgot
the
to tell
event,
you, I had a dude write me from overseas, out of the country, and asked if I would help him get a visa to come compete for the bike.
oh man, that guy's just playing you for a visa, Mikey. That's a known thing. That's it. No, I'm kidding.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm hoping. I mean, here's the weird thing, man. I'm gonna be honest. I hope we get a lot of super pro support, John Brzenk and Ron Bass battle, but I kind of don't. I kind of hope too that it's at the Florida level
Sure.
where I can watch all my boys battling it out to try to take the bike.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
One thing that's worth knowing, a lot of people ask me, how are you going to get the key? The key will be randomly drawn out of a bucket. There will be a key in each envelope. So we will have 14 individual envelopes. They will all hold one key apiece. As you win, you will draw a number and it will just correspond.
Yeah.
So there's not going to be me handing Mikey the winning key. I know me and Mikey personally aren't gonna take the bikes home, but there will be no favoritism. It will be a true random draw for the key. No bullshit. You know, you see a lot of prizes and suddenly you realize you didn't really have a chance. That's how I feel at any time. You have the fairest chance on the planet to win this. You know, you will random draw into, but a lot of people had that concern. Who will decide which key I get? You will decide by picking into there randomly. So when you reach your hand in the hat to draw a number, one of them numbers has a motorcycle attached to it.
There you go.
So, any other questions you've seen people ask, or any questions we got in the comment section too?
So far, no, nothing. I don't. Did we go over pricing at all? Did we talk about pre-registration?
Yeah. So what we got here? Tell Cody stay away from the keys. Yeah. So it's pretty much if you don't pre-register, it's going to be 50 and 40. Same thing as regular amateur and pro. It is 50. You know, we're giving away a multi-$1,000 bike. It's not a chance to increase the entries or anything like that. But and it's a $10 discount to sign up early. So you can pay 40 for the pro, 30 for the amateur. And
I like what we're doing with the crossovers too, which is pretty cool.
yeah. So anything beyond 2 entries is just $25. So a guy like Devin Lee Brown that shows up and he has 9 entries, it's just going to be 50 for the first 2. Everything after that is $25. So another chance to get your 3rd, 4th key even cheaper without having to invest. So I won't be surprised, man, if it's like I said when Hunter won, it was the 4 key. He had 4 keys, so I won't be surprised if we run into another thing where when you hold 4 out of 14, you may hold it all. Yeah. Some people have asked, will the ladies be eligible? What's up with that? We can kind of go over my feelings on it real quick and then just kind of hit the requirements. Biggest concern I have with the ladies class getting a key is that we get one lady out of the crowd, someone's girlfriend, they have to pull one girl, that person wins a key. And ultimately, it wasn't a pro level contest. Then she got the key while one of the men went through 20 different guys. So what we're going to do with that is the ladies class, there will be a pro and an amateur. All we need is 6 ladies in the pro division, and the ladies are absolutely eligible for the key. So I don't think we'll have a problem hitting that mark. It's another good chance too, where if you go through 6 opponents, you deserve the key. I know the men are all going to go through larger classes than that, potentially, maybe 6 to 10-ish, something like that. But good chance for some skilled ladies to come on out and make a statement, man. I could see Merlene on that motorcycle.
Yeah.
Maybe
Danielle. I could see her riding a bike.
Danielle Evanson come down here, tear through some stuff, and take the bike. So, ladies, come on down. If you get 6 in the ladies pro class, there will be a key in the event that there is 6 heavy and 6 light. Yeah. We have no problem opening up the keys to that. That would be a crazy occurrence that we had 12 pro ladies out here. But more the merrier to bring them out, you ladies. So you're going to need 6 in your class to take the key.
I think Lucky said she's going to be flying in too. She's working on it. Another one.
Dude, I don't care. I'm not. Listen, if a woman wins the key, it's just as good of a look.
I think it's even
You
better.
know?
Badass.
Yeah, why not? Obviously the men are going to have the lion's share of the keys. The men are going to have 12 of the 14 keys.
Yeah.
In the event that we're able to see some girl win on a one-off and she wins her that more power to her, right? You're going to get guys like Jeff that may end up 3 keys. Devin Lee, who knows what Shark could do if he signs up 220 and above.
That's a good point. Yeah.
He may possess half of the keys. I don't know. It's very unlikely. We know one match changes everything.
Yeah.
But you could end up with Antonio and Maverick in a war, and we don't know it while we're watching it, but the winner of that's taking the motorcycle. So that was one of the feelings I had when I was going through the last one. I was like, there's going to be somebody here that beat this guy but didn't win the whole tournament, right? He may have he may have went to the B side, came back, got a win, loses the match, and then watches the guy he just beat win a motorcycle. And it's like, hey, if I went 3% harder, I'd have had the motorcycle. So
yeah.
I almost don't want to see someone in my weight class win it if I'm in that class and already lost.
Yeah.
Right? Because then I feel like I lost my motorcycle.
Yeah, that could have been you.
If I enter the 98 right, not me particular, but someone enters the 98 right hand and you have to watch the 98 right hand winner take the key.
Yeah.
Oh, I should have won that key. That's the one. That was my key. That's how I would feel.
Yeah.
The bike, I don't know if we need to really post some much better photos, but the decals all over, man. Gas Tank has arm wrestling champion all over.
Yeah, that's pretty sick.
Super sick graphics. I mean, this bike is very, very nice, down to fresh tires, everything. It's an absolute beast too of a bike. So whoever takes this, man, hell of a photo op, hell of bragging rights. I don't know if they sell it or what, but I'll tell you, if I win the arm wrestling champion motorcycle, I got to wait like 3 months to sell it. I got to do a victory lap to every practice.
Yeah.
So
show up at a few practices with it. Yeah.
Come on. How could you not?
Right.
How could you not? I'm driving that thing to every single practice that exists if I want it.
Brandon, you know if George Whitfield or I think John's in the chat, if either of them are pulling?
It's a good question. John, are you going to make it out there? That's one of the things I was wondering. I'm going to imagine if George was able to beat Jeff and Jeff won the tournament, that George thinks that the keys are his.
Yeah, I would think so too.
I'll tell you what it's really going to do too, it's going to draw out a lot of the big prize hunters. Right? Some people don't necessarily care about bragging rights. I find myself like, I'm more of just, for me, it's not the trophy. I'm more of like on this path of like head hunting, because the prizes usually suck in arm wrestling. Like, not like, we don't really have thousands of dollars cash or cars or shit we're winning constantly. So when you get something cool you can win, Michael Todd might just come take it. You never know. You know what I'm saying? Like, some of these guys that really want the, like, dude, if we have a semi truck out there, you don't think John Brzezink's dusting off the old over the top boots? And come on, he's coming back.
Yeah.
So the big prizes, sometimes they draw out some big fish. So, I won't be surprised if it's massively, if there's all sorts of cool big names out there, but I'm rooting for one of the Florida guys. I am, man. I want to see somebody from the practice squad, a garage grinder on it, a Progear, somebody from Team Jack, something. Kevin Sams. Come on, Kevin Sams needs to ride that bike back to Jacksonville.
Yeah, I agree.
So, Chuck Westbury, could you see him on it?
I could see it too.
I could see Chuck revving it up. Yeah, Chuck won't. That thing would sit in his garage next to all his other trophies. Yeah, it's gonna be fun, man. We haven't had a true crazy giveaway like that in a while. Last sizable prize, I think, in Florida was last year, the Harley Davidson event where we gave away $3,500. So
yeah.
A lot of cool stuff coming out of Pro Gear Arm Wrestling. A lot of people should be checking out the page. Mikey's definitely got the ball right now. He's running with it. This will be pretty much the 4th badass event in a row. I'm I won't be surprised, honestly, with just 2, 3 more crazy events like this that you do that, every single person in Florida has at some point made an event or made their way there this year.
Yeah. Yeah.
What, the venues, let's go over the venue and everything, some of the details of the event.
Yeah, Obi's Lounge is sick, man. We've been there at least a couple times. Probably one of my favorite venues. Food's phenomenal.
Yeah, super cool, man. And it's going to be Bike Week. I know this hasn't been advertised a lot. Bike Week is March 8th. It's the final weekend of Bike Week, the craziest weekend. We're going to be right here in DeLand. It'll be off of Daytona Beach. So all the chaos that comes with Daytona Beach and parking and Main Street and the traffic, we don't have to worry about none of that shit. We're at basically the little Bike Week, which is going to be 30 miles or 20 miles down the road. DeLand Obi's Lounge is going to have live bands on the stage. We've got access to an entire pavilion stage area outside. We've got access to the inside. Weather's going to be beautiful, but it is going to be it's going to be pretty awesome, man. We're going to have, all the insanity out there that comes with Bike Week. You're going to have motorcycles. They're doing a motorcycle show. They're doing all sorts of giveaways and the live band. It's going to be a full-on party atmosphere. So I'm looking forward to it, man. Anthony Latero used to do a Bike Week event back in the day, and I think he did a Biketoberfest. That's why I was surprised when he was talking about he's coming back with an event that he didn't go straight into his old Bruce. He used to do one at the Bruce Rossmeyer Harley Davidson down in Daytona, and it was a pretty cool setup and cool venue, but we're bringing that same atmosphere with this Bike Week event, man. There's going to be all sorts of people checking out the bikes, showing off, packed house. So, sometimes you don't have an audience. Sometimes you do. Expect a crazy audience out here for this one.
Yeah. Yeah. See you later.
Dude, I went to an event, a biker event an event Travis threw back in the day where he invited some of these motorcycle clubs to come on out and like arm wrestle each other. I told you this?
No.
The two guys start like arguing, getting into it. The one guy, they start pulling. The guy pulls out pepper spray out of his hip. Halfway through, I'm not lying. Listen, pepper sprays him right in the face, and pepper sprays half the crowd, like through all the dust and all the mist. The fucking guy gets pepper sprayed, starts screaming it like his eyes are burning, snatches the pepper spray from that dude, sprays it in his mouth, and then smashes him. I swear to God on this. I swear to you. Wow. I don't know if they knew each other or what. Dude, it was the craziest show I'd ever seen. And and one of the guys was like this massive guy named Tiny. And it was like the greatest sideshow I had ever seen. It was like halfway between two classes. They had these bikers, like 5 guys from each. They were having a war. And the final guy pepper sprayed him. He was like pepper sprayed his own self and then smashed him. It was badass. So if we can bring 10% of that biker insanity, a lot of these guys, they like to arm wrestle. They like to join in. Who wouldn't want to win a motorcycle? So, we'll get a couple of those, but the real dream with this is to be able to give away a badass Harley Davidson. We're giving away a really, really nice Yamaha V-Star. It's a V-twin badass bike.
Yeah.
You wouldn't know it's not a Harley, but the real plan in the future, if we could, as me and you have talked, if we could get Harley to give away a bike, or if we could be giving away a fresh Harley, Road Glide, something, something crazy, we would. But this is the build up to it. So we got to support these big events. They, this one was 3 years in the making, really, to get back to Florida and be able to give away another motorcycle.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we're building bigger and better every time. This bike makes the last bike look like it was should have had training wheels.
Yeah.
So
his bike is sick. Like, I feel like I don't think the pictures do it justice. Like, when you see it in person, it looks like it's like a 1500cc cruiser. Like, huge gas tank. Like, it's a man bike.
Yeah, it's definitely a dude's bike. It's badass. But again, man, it's always bigger, better, onward, upward. I would be lying if I said that this satisfies me.
Yeah,
it doesn't. If we'd be giving away a Hummer out there too. I love big prize giveaways because it's the only thing people remember.
It's true.
It's the only thing people remember. How many times you remember getting a candy bar? None. You remember when you got your first bike for Christmas, or you know what I'm saying? So it's the big shit that you remember. Nobody's ever going to forget Hunter Knopf's winning that bike. I forgot how many medals I won last year. I don't know, and nothing against medals, but those type of tournaments and tournaments that don't have a massive crazy prize are fairly common. This one is not common. So I hope we get great attendance. I'm hoping that we see some heads we haven't seen. Another thing I want to do here, and then I want to talk to Chuck, and we're going to do, we'll open this up too on the Progear page. I haven't spoke with you much about it, but I want to open up the voting for the Florida Arm Wrestling Hall of Fame for 2025.
That's cool.
We'll be doing it. Me and Mike will be doing it at the Florida State Championship at the end of the year. But next couple events in Florida will be a chance to go ahead and cast the ballot. You could say who you believe. We'll have the requirements up there. Obviously, you got to be a retired arm wrestler. We can't just everyone vote for Artem. We know he's the GOAT. We got to wait till he quits. But I think here, Mayhem, King of Florida, you will get to the couple big four tournaments and stuff. We can cast votes. It'll give everybody a chance to really get their opinion in. Whereas last time we did it online. And then we'll go ahead and do the announcement and the ceremony and everything at Florida State in December. Yeah, cool. But last year we ended up doing it in March. It was at actually I can't remember. We did it at the St. Patrick's Day event.
Okay.
Was when it was last year. So, and it was a beautiful turnout, man. We had over 70 spectators.
Wow.
Right there at Mikey Lounge in Plant City. It was crazy. Some people had 20 people there for them. And we elected a lot of old Florida badasses into the Florida Arm Wrestling Hall of Fame. But it's something that I would love to get the ball rolling, getting some votes in. People can start really talking with their team and stuff. But you'll have the opportunity to go ahead and cast the ballot here at this one. And obviously any Progear events in the future, Mayhem, King of Florida, a couple others. Let's see. We got anyone else in the chat? Any questions? Could have cut the fenders before I got it painted. It would have looked absolute. I assume that's your vinyl guy, huh?
No, I don't know who that is.
Oh, okay. Yeah, man, there's a lot of cool things we could have really done. I'll tell you, man, as I was hunting and shopping for the bike for the tournament and stuff, there were a lot of other crazier options too. We ultimately went with this bike due to the turnkey readiness, and I love that it is still completely stock. So you will get all the reliability of a factory bike straight from the factory. If Brandon Morris starts chopping your exhaust pipes and fenders, your shit might not run. So I'm going to tell you, I kept the grinder away from the bike. And we're just going to break out the mother's polish and clean it up. But I do agree. Some custom bike, custom stuff would be cool. I'd love to be giving away a pink Vespa scooter for the girls. I'd like to have bicycles for the kids at tournaments in the future. Some cool stuff. So it opens the doors, man. As things grow, we've been obviously, me and you together, been growing the kids arm wrestling scene out here. Yeah. I don't know the numbers from your event, but there was another 15 kids out there again.
I know.
Maybe
sick,
more.
Right?
Yeah. So it's starting to become something people kind of look forward to. It's my favorite part of the event.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, and the kids start wiling out. You see.
Yeah, it's cool.
Your daughter smashed pretty much everybody, including some grown women in the pro ladies class. So, yeah, it's good stuff, man. It's a good look for us too when you can get the family involved. The dad's out here trying to win a motorcycle. The kids looking like Flavor Flav with the giant medal. It's a good look, man. It is. I'm a family man myself. I like it when you can when you have to justify arm wrestling. It sucks because you're either paying a favor for it on Sunday, or you've taken one for the family that may or may not have been selfish. When the whole family's involved, it's cool, man. We all had an outing. One of the best things about your gym is it's super family friendly. Everybody's hanging out, chilling. OB's Lounge will be very similar for that, as far as you can bring the family out, music, But I'm looking forward to it, man. There's going to be a lot of a lot of chaos for those keys. I know for sure. I'm really, really salty that I can't win a key and still have friends at the end of the day.
Yeah.
But I will say, if I wasn't hosting it myself with you, dude, I'd be training so hard to take the key.
Right.
I've got great luck and stuff like this where if I get the key, I'll probably get the bike.
I mean, it's not against our rules though. If whoever wins the bike, if they want to donate it back to us, so I don't see.
So winners can totally donate motorcycles to the promoter. If you'd like, you could even. There's two of us. You could buy us a second bike too.
There we go. Hey, that's a great way to say thank you.
If y'all give me that bike, I'll just give it away again.
That's true.
I can't keep that there for myself. It's gonna be amazing, man. It's gonna be badass. I hope someone's strutting their stuff. I'd like to, as we build up, maybe get a custom leather vest to match the winner of the bike. It just makes a good photo op.
That's cool, yeah.
I got the idea for all these bike pull-offs from the old Harley pulls that they were doing in the day, where basically John Brzenk and Cobra ended up winning the two that they had that I'm aware of back in the day. And one of the coolest things was, and we replicated it last time, not quite with the vest, but when the guy's firing the bike up and it's just boom, boom.
Yeah.
And you're seeing John Brzenk sitting there, a Maverick revving it up. So that's going to be a hell of a photo op. Great future self-promotion.
Yeah.
Like that. So we got to definitely immortalize the winner in that moment. I think that a nice leather cut.
Did you notice from the last event, like Moose got a ton of good footage. Sarah got a camera now too. So like it's becoming a standard now when you compete with Progear, you're going to get high quality photos from the competition as well.
Yeah. The craziest thing is that the rule of the internet is basically if it's not filmed or documented, it didn't exist.
True.
So I could smash everybody. I beat John Brzenk tonight. We don't film it. No one fucking believes me when I tell them the story, and it's basically not a win. So you're getting, not only is, Moose is offering these, dude, dirt cheap. I think $20.
$20 for photo package. Yeah.
Ridiculous. I can't even get my daughter's school picture. One picture that's usually crazy looking. Can't even get it for $20. So,
dude, when Moose he literally charges $200 for a photo package to the powerlifters. So
and you're getting for 20. And the thing is you don't even have to buy it. Man. The fact that Progear is paying to have him there at the event, he's already immortalizing you in this beautiful photo. Like, dude, as soon as the Moose photos come out, I immediately got a new cover and new profile picture.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm just ready to post a referee one like this. That's my next one. Yeah, so it's cool, man. I mean, you end up with, these Progear events are starting to take off, dude. I know that a lot of people maybe were unfamiliar with you up until last year when not everybody, but dude, they know who you are now.
That's cool.
They know the events. They're fun as hell. They're badass. And we're trying, you're trying new things. The triple elimination, super fun to try. The round robins at Mayhem, these type of things are really what people want. You can pull double elimination, AAA style every day of your life, anywhere on the planet. I promise.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of the things like that I think people really enjoy that makes the event unique. But yeah, you've been killing it, man. I'm very happy to promote this event with you on it.
Yeah, same.
I honestly believe that I believe you've got a good enough reputation now that I would be shooting myself in the foot to not be doing it with you, because it's just leaving meat on the table. Us two having this event just makes it twice as big. It makes twice as many people in Florida have a chance to win the bike. And anybody that's got my support, you guys should give Mikey some support too, because we're rocking together for sure, man. He's definitely running with the ball. Yeah, we got is this what you had in mind, Brandon, when you started FAL and Flow Arm for the bike giveaway? I had a couple things in mind differently for each individual thing. But yeah, ultimately what I base everything off of this for promotion is it better for Florida? So I could create a schedule tomorrow morning that has 25 events, an event every 2 weeks, and possibly siphon some entries off someone. But it's not what's best for Florida. What's best for Florida really is just having these huge unified events, massive prizes, getting everybody back under one banner. So yes, in a lot of ways, that's what I was trying to do with FAL, and that's what I'm pushing with Progear. It is still the unification, the one banner. The problem we have is we're Florida arm wrestlers. We don't really have this one uniform, and that's what I used to love when I created the FAL. Was we had this yellow army. It looked crazy out there just to look out. You got 200 guys. It looked like an army at one point, and I think that's what's happening with Mikey. I think Mikey's feel good energy. He's kind of a neutral person, whereas I'm a polarizing person. A lot of people tend to either love or hate me. Most people just like you. They really do. And I think that goes a long way with being marketable or having a good public image, because everybody's hitting that Progear, dude. Everybody's hitting the events. They're blowing up. They're booming. If you're one of them salty guys that may be on the fence about sport, you're missing a badass time just by not coming and hanging out. And I promise nobody cares if you don't want to come. Like, you should definitely come and hang out. There ain't no hard feelings. I know that we welcome everybody at our events.
No bans over here.
Nah, yeah. Let's talk about that. We don't have to get into specifics, but let me tell you this: in anything in life, he who gives you the ultimatum is the dickhead.
Agreed.
Every single time. If your brother calls you and says, "Yo, if you hang out with that guy, you can't come to my family Thanksgiving," go ahead and skip your brother's Thanksgiving. The dude that is giving you the ultimatum is always the dirtbag.
Yeah.
So your real friend, your real supporters, your real people, they will never give you an ultimatum. Many times in my life, I watched George go over and pull an FAL event.
Yeah.
Never because of that was George not welcome to come back to my event or sit at my table and eat with me.
Yeah.
So I dealt with this one-off with a lot of things, seeing other people. And the truth is not everyone is going to support you only. So this dude thinking, a lot of these people with this bands and all this stuff, it's insane. It's the biggest way to commit promotional suicide.
I agree.
And it's the biggest way to pretty much isolate yourself from anyone that's really rocking with you.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
So they were talking about, we could play on it a little. I don't care, but they were talking about, you can tell me if you attend Winter Blast, you can't come to World Series of Poker.
Yeah, World Series of Arm Wrestling. That's what Greg said.
He's going to ban like 600 fucking people.
Yeah, no, I'll take it one farther. So, like, Greg talked to Sarah, and Sarah was like, "Listen, Greg," because Sarah's working real closely with World Series of Arm Wrestling, and she says, "Hey, I know you don't want anybody going to Winter Blast. What happens if I go there just to support my husband in what he's doing?" And Greg said, "If you go to Winter Blast, you're out. You can't be part of World Series." So even Sarah just being in attendance would get her banned from WSA.
Yeah, well, listen, I'm not claiming to be a psychic, but I'm going to have a feeling he's fucked. I just have a feeling. It's insane. You can't, dude, imagine this. Imagine you wake up today and you tell anybody that if they go to Winter Blast, they're never welcome at your event again.
Yeah.
You know what would happen, Mikey? 600 people would never be welcome at your, like, what the fuck? No one's not going to Winter Blast because of that threat. So all you've done is pretty much say, all you guys can never come here.
Yeah.
I would say that Winter Blast will probably get 10% of all good arm wrestlers in the country. So you're immediately just 10% of guys. And that may be a low side. Probably, but there's so many arm wrestlers, I could never see who told him that's a good idea, but I promise it's no one that's been in arm wrestling for a while. I was watching the video. It was fucking insane. The way he was just talking and this and that. Dude,
there were quite a few of us that literally tried to talk to him prior to him making this announcement saying, "Don't do this, dude. Like, this is a bad move." And he was so set in his ways on this is what has to be done. There was no stopping him.
Yeah. I had a brief encounter with him. He was pretty respectful in my encounter last year when he wanted to come down to Florida. We had a conflicting date, kind of hashed it out, and in the end he decided to pull out of Florida and bring it somewhere else. But I would be, my big thing is this, is with everybody. when you change the fucking deal, and we ran into this before with a couple tournaments, I think a couple months ago, where the money didn't show up, you changed the whole contract. So if I would have, let's say, put on a qualifier for World Series of Poker and I got all my people's money, and now I sent my people's money to you and they're qualified and they're working towards this, then you suddenly ban everybody. You've just changed the dynamics of everything. It's like you, let's say me and you sign a contract together, and in the morning I go nuclear war, fuck everybody. You just signed a horrible deal now.
Yeah.
And anyone that signed on to that deal or paid into that system of qualifier, regional, and this just completely wasted their money, it looks like.
Yeah.
And it's just sucks, dude. You can't as a promoter, you can't do anything like that is you're punishing arm wrestlers for a discrepancy against another promoter. What you do is say,
Bob Brown had a really good analogy, and I actually had the same analogy for my business. But Bob is in the bar industry, right? So he owns a bar, and he said, imagine me banning somebody from my bar because they went to another bar. You would be out of business. I can't imagine me saying, "Oh, you have a membership at Planet Fitness. You can't have a membership at Progear Gym." That's ridiculous.
That's exactly what it is. It's fucking insane. You can want people to be solely loyal to you. I've wanted that many times.
Yeah.
But I ain't going to quit being friends with you because you also ate at the restaurant down the street.
I agree.
You can't eat my food 7 days a week.
Yeah. On top of it, like you said, we're changing the game. Me and Sarah already have our airfare booked, our hotel booked. We can't just, because Greg all of a sudden, like you said, changed the fucking rules. Now we have to either forfeit all of our travel expenses or not be part of WSA.
Yeah, and if I may, I don't know Sarah's particular dynamic with him, but let's pretend you and Sarah have plans to support World Series of Poker. You have plans to also support Winter Blast. Now he's telling you you're banned. You've got to lie to someone now. Yeah. Now you're a liar. Your commitment cannot be truthful to both.
Yeah.
That's a hell of a position to be in for people that ain't getting paid very well.
Yeah.
I'm not going to break my integrity and you turn me into a liar for nothing. I don't care. There's not enough money in arm wrestling currently to get me to twist my more. I don't care that much.
I agree.
But, now you're going to have to, you call Ryan. Let's say you get scared. I know you're not, but let's pretend you got scared of Greg. Yeah, Ryan, I can't come to the tournament, man. What the fuck is this? It's wild. So it's a good way to pick your ball up and go home, but I don't know if he knows he's going home.
I don't
Mikey
think he does
every day. Me too. He tells me I'm good at arm wrestling.
Right. But I'm in so fucking deep with Winter Blast. Like, I sponsor them. Ryan's like one of my best friends. I'm helping them with fucking brackets. Like, there's no way I can back out of all of those commitments. Even if I wanted to, I couldn't fucking do it.
So at this point for you, it's a business venture.
Yeah.
That you have that at some level, whether it's high or low, contributed to. Now this is a real scenario, right? You're forced to either lose or withdraw your support to appease one man.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
What's shitty too is that, like, it's not even like I wasn't also offering my services to Greg. I'm supposed to host the World Series of Arm Wrestling in Florida, July 19th, which I would assume now is not going to happen because of my affiliation with Winter Blast. So
I got news for you guys. That's the new date of the King of Florida, July 19th, 2025.
Yeah, you got my support.
Potentially, right? But yeah, dude, it's terrible. It's a shit show. Arm wrestling, the last thing they need is more division.
I agree.
I watched, and I'm going to take I love you, Ray. I'm going to say this is a disclaimer first. But I watched him post a picture of a pie sliced into like little tiny slices. That motherfucker part of the reason he had a fifth national. I was like, all right, you created the fifth national championship.
Nice.
But he is right. I love you, Ray. But he is right, man. If you slice the fucking pie so thin, you'll have nothing.
Yeah.
In a way. And you got to support these people that have big Winter Blast is the largest tournament in the United States, I believe. I could be wrong. I think
it is.
Who, first of all, why would you go against that? Sounds like a good way to get steamrolled. And a second thing, how are you going to be such a hater you wouldn't support it?
Yeah.
I would, short of Ryan Grondin screwing me over, I would support him all the time.
Yeah.
It-
You know, the
it-
thing is, too, like, this had nothing to do with Ryan. It was Arm Gods. Arm Gods are the ones who got upset because. So, do you know how this whole thing started?
No, I don't. I don't follow it.
Dude, so this all started because who was it? Jody Williams and Paul Cruz were supposed to be on Arm Gods. They had already announced it and everything. They put out the marketing for it, and then Greg Sharp said, "You guys can't pull on that. You're pulling under my World Series. You can't pull under that." So they were like, "Well, what the fuck? We want to do this." So it caused a bunch of tension. Arm Gods caught wind of obviously what's happening, so they put out a little funny video poking fun at Greg Sharp. Literally had nothing to do with Winter Blast or Ryan.
That's wild. Over someone else in a different promotion.
Yeah. It was all Arm Gods. It had nothing to do with Ryan.
Yeah, dude, I dislike a lot of people, but I don't dislike anybody because they like someone else.
Yeah.
But that's not how I measure my friendships. Yeah, I don't know.
agree.
I'm gonna be honest. That thing with Greg Sharp just looks like somebody that he's overvalued his position in this game. I know he may look at it. I think he has some Tubi deal or something. That promotion is not that big from an arm wrestler standpoint, and that's all that matters because there are no spectators in this sport that are paying to watch.
Yeah.
All that matters is what the arm wrestlers will support. They will 100%.
That World Series was doing some cool shit. Like, I don't think they did a very good job marketing because not a lot of people knew about it. Like, even today, not a lot of people know. But like last year, last year, Corey West at finals walked away with something like $16,000 in prize money.
Yeah, I have heard his money's there and he will pay out, but still, it's fucking crazy to battle the biggest tournament. The 98 guys too, and dude, I'm not taking a shot at James Reed either or anything, but if you fucking beef with Ryan or you're probably a dude looking for problems.
Yeah.
There are certain people that it's very hard to be their enemy. They're not looking for issues. If I can understand why you could be my enemy.
Yeah.
I'm looking for a conflict. But I can't see how somebody comes across and 98 fucked me over this. I don't see it. I pretty much see with 98 and the Winter Blast, he's just trying to do what we're doing. He's trying to bring some fucking excitement to a sport that's relatively boring.
I agree.
And that's one of the biggest things. And I seen last year they got a little bit of hate because it turned into I think a show with Paul Italia and all this. But dude, I'll watch that every day of the week instead of watching Brandon Morris to the table. Brandon is the winner, and there's nothing against that, but man, I fucking hate bowling with muscles.
Yeah.
That's all arm wrestling used to be when I started. And you got to support the fun, exciting stuff, the bike giveaways, the 98 stuff, the crazy trophies, or else the stuff just doesn't come back. That's one thing about everything. I learned this. I was 14 years old. I went up to my favorite barbecue spot, asked for the food. Lady said, "Food's free today." I said, "Why?" She said, "Closing down." I said, "Why?" She said, "No one comes in here."
Yeah.
I'm like, "Oh, this is the best barbecue I've had." No one, and if you just don't support it, these guys, the arm wrestlers will go where their support is, and you'll see in the end, Winter Blast will be bigger than ever.
Yeah.
Greg Sharp for his divisive opinions, he will take a loss. Hopefully, it's not a complete loss, and he can bring something cool back to the table, but. He who gives the ultimatum is the dickhead, man. Every time. Imagine if me and you, we got all this. We got dynamics with everybody. Imagine if I tell you, if you allow Maverick to come to this tournament, you're like, what? I'm going to kick this guy out. He ain't done nothing, it can't be like that, man. Arm wrestling, there's already very few opportunities, and I don't personally ban people because I don't know what they have going on. Imagine this dude's on the edge. You got a bunch of unstable men in arm wrestling that have really crazy lives. Imagine you take arm wrestling from them.
Yeah.
And there's some points in my life where if I didn't have arm wrestling, I'd have been in a shitty spot.
Sure.
So when people come to me, hey, ban this guy, no, we don't ban no. I don't ban no. Now,
I agree.
If you spit on me or something, maybe you can't come back. But even then, I'll probably forgive you.
I forgot to mention too, after Greg got all upset, Ryan actually made an apology post saying like, "Hey, I think it was a misunderstanding. Can we just clear the air?" I think he even sent him a fucking private message saying, "Can we talk about this and like get this squashed before it turns into something it doesn't have to be?" And Greg was very adamant about, "I don't give a fuck about any apologies. this is how it's going to be. There is no forgiving what was done.
I've been in that position. It's temporary. Let me tell you that. Opinions change.
Sure.
Opinions change. So apologize a second time and invite him to come be a sponsor of your tournament.
Yeah.
That's what I would say. It's never too far gone. I could see, dude, there's two choices with the World Series guy. Either you get on the boat or the boat's leave. These arm wrestlers, I've seen the support. Every single arm wrestler had basically drew their line in the sand. If I had seen that as him, if my opinion wasn't a hill to die on, I would withdraw it on the name of future success.
Yeah, but I'm several big, very influential names that reached out to him to tell him, "Hey, you're fucking up. Don't do this." And he didn't want to listen. He didn't want to listen. And these are some big fucking names in the sport.
Hey, Mikey, you can't teach some people. You can't guide them.
Yeah,
you could give a motherfucker the map right where the treasure's at and an X on it. He ain't gonna be there.
It sucks too. I mean, they were doing some really cool shit. So like, I really hope that when the next day or two, Greg realizes he fucked up, makes an apology. Hey, I shouldn't have banned. Hopefully you all can forgive me for this, and we can just move forward.
The question I have is, how are a bunch of people with the same comment? Dude, you know how fucking niche arm wrestling is?
Wow.
Or a bunch of people with the same common interests fighting each other.
Stupid.
The money is not that good in promotion that it's worth losing friendships over.
No, I agree.
There's no tournament success that me and you gonna quit being friends over the entry piece.
I agree.
It's not good enough money.
Yeah.
So what I just can't imagine, dude. You got to search the whole fucking planet to find another guy that likes arm wrestling, and then when he does, you start beefing with him.
Yeah.
It's craziness. I never met an arm wrestler I didn't like.
Yeah. Same.
Once I met him, I never did. I guarantee you, Greg Sharp and Ryan Grondin hang in the same room. They're very similar. They probably are friendly to each other.
Yeah.
But it's this drive for that $35 entry and who's going to get it. In reality, both y'all could get it.
Yeah.
He could have had people go to World Series, could have had people go here. Having a mutual enemy doesn't make this guy your enemy. But, dude, the greatest thing I've done for myself is really back up off of political things and like the Florida arm wrestling political landscape. And it's all really, when you back up from all the drama, you realize it's just drama. There is no reason that these guys don't want to be friends with each other. It's just some he said, she said bullshit.
I agree.
And I can't rock with it, man. I can't. I'm hoping to make it a winter blast myself. I am scared of a 13-hour day or so.
Yeah.
When I did 600-700 arm wrestlers, I started to think of 3 a.m. arm wrestling. But I've heard they're running like 8-10 tables, bunch of crazy stuff down there.
Oh, yeah.
And I've never seen it. I always wanted to go to Michigan State. I put that one on the list last year, so we might make an appearance. Anyone got any questions in there? We got anything
did you
about
see Artem's spoof video he did for Greg Sharp?
No, tell me about it though.
I reshared it. He made a video about he's starting his own league, but there's going to be a few rules. Bro, he went over like, if you wear a certain type of shoe, you're banned. Like, yeah, it was good. It's worth a watch.
Good. That's what his fucking channel was actually founded on, was fun videos like that of us just spoofing people back in the day.
Yeah.
Nah, that's good, man. It's hey, you know what I'll say? Better him than me.
Yeah.
But I personally don't want to piss off the entire arm wrestling world doing anything. Yeah. And when I seen all the backlash, I was just sitting there like, oh shit, should I even touch this? Should I even hit the like button?
Yeah.
But it's good. I think that as oddly enough, as things deteriorate elsewhere, Florida is kind of getting that cohesion back together.
Yeah. It's good. We need it.
Yeah, we do. And I think we're pretty much there, man. I'm going to be honest. I think Progear is the umbrella organization that brings everybody together. I think if you were an old FAL guy, if you were an old Pro Arm guy, if you're a Team Jacks guy, you're a South Florida guy, I think Progear is definitely the place for you.
Yeah.
I do. March 8th, we got to get everybody, man, come on out, win this motorcycle. We're going to need some animals from Florida to definitely keep this bike down here. It's the bike's got to be seen for yourself. If you were at Strikeout, you've definitely seen it. We're going to be posting a lot of pictures, but this thing looks like a one-off custom bike, an arm wrestling champion, right, blazing right across the gas tank, whole bunch of cool shit. It's going to be a hell of a priest in the trophy room. I'd have a hard time selling that thing, I'll be honest, if I had won it. Because what are you going to do when you sell it? The guy that buys it's just going to rip all the arm wrestling shit right off it.
Right.
So it's Progear and 98 being friends is my favorite team up. Yeah, what it is it's two jolly bastards just smiling a whole bunch. That's really what it is. So anybody that has good energy and is full of fun and I'll rock with that shit every time.
Yeah.
So
plus, like you don't get to have the whole US's biggest tournament for no reason, So there's obviously reason Ryan is running our biggest tournament.
Yeah, well, the truth is Ryan's strength is in his ability to network and be friendly. I think that everybody that encountered Ryan, they had the same experience like I did meeting him the first time at the Sarah Bachman Classic.
Yeah.
Hard fucking guy to not like. That's why I say if you're beefing with this dude, you probably did something because he never met me in my life and he was approaching me like, what's up, bro? Like he knew me forever,
Yeah.
So I'm like, well, shit, I don't know. People find a way to piss everyone off. But what is your actual stance on the Winter Blast? You're the official sponsor, one of the sponsors.
I mean, one of the sponsors, and then, I told him I'd help out with brackets. So I think it's me and Corey Miller on brackets for the event.
Yeah, this is the stuff I'm talking about too. When it's like community building, the truth is I ain't gonna put your business out there too much, but man, Mikey hands out money like it's candy. Mikey is a supporter. He's out here supporting little leagues and all sorts of shit. So I'll tell you, if you know somewhere to spend your money that invest it better back in the community, go ahead and do it. I personally don't. He put 50 in his pocket. He put 60 back in the arm wrestling game.
That's accurate.
So he ain't eating off this. I promise. He doesn't need the money. He got more in a custom cars and shit out front than we're giving away all year. So it's a good look, man. One thing when you're a promotion and the money is constantly getting siphoned off to pay the bills, which we see and no names, but it creates for a hell of a conflict when it's payday at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So, and this is one of the reasons we kind of got away from promoters promoting arm wrestling years ago was they weren't lying. The money never added up. The half payout was never correct, this type of thing. So I love the position you're in and the way, my man Mikey's over here brought full Mazarenkos to every event with the custom platforms, custom trailer, everything, high-end bracket equipment. It's the best of the best. When you come down here, you're getting custom videos and Aries ranking updated immediately, access to merch and a gym. And my man gives people free workout, free pre-workout at the front of his fucking gym. That'd be $3 per scoop. You come to my gym, okay? So you know he's got it. But yeah, I mean, all the winners are winning a key. One key's gonna start the bike. Someone's taking this badass motorcycle home, and I'm gonna cry the whole way because it's not me. I'm looking forward to it, man. Get the ladies out, dust off that female arm wrestler on your team that ain't had a competition in 6 months because it's time. Send her in there. Tell her she got to win a bike for you.
Nice.
It's going down, man. We are, like I said, 6 ladies and up will be required for the ladies to get access to the key from the sounds of it. I think we've already hit that standpoint.
I think so too.
All the pro men, you guys are going to have access to a key. All the winners win a key. One key will start the bike. So come on out, support it if you can. Check out Progear Arm Wrestling. Check out everything. Subscribe to the channel. You got anything else that is on your mind or people ask before we wrap it?
No, I think we hit just about everything. So
all right, so just hit the comments real quick. Mikey and Ryan is on my gym playlist. Love it. Yeah. Renee, will they branch out into South Florida tournaments in the future? I'll tell you what, guys. I think Mikey's got the plans to go all over. I got a couple cool ideas I want to run by him too for some travel events. I know, yeah, a couple years ago, man, some of the coolest shit that we ever did was chasing down some squads around the country and running it with them. I know you went to Puerto Rico and you are now the owner of Puerto Rico, but the would be cool, man, if we had a car pull up, smash someone, go take on the Carolina Chaos guys, something.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, South Florida definitely seems like a cool arm wrestling opportunity down there. The problem with Florida logistically is it's just a long state. So, but yeah, I think that there's definitely some South Florida support that could be gained.
You want to hit Indiana again too? The guys are asking for a tournament.
That's what I'm saying, man. That's some of the funnest shit, when you can. Like, I think my favorite thing I did was just getting the guys and running out versus Cali, man. That in the day, you know why? Because I showed up out there with just 7 dudes I could get. They had their A team, the squad, the fucking best hitters out there. We still ran it with them.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, I got 1,000 ideas for this.
Cool.
Maybe someone comment on the chat some cities or some arm wrestling states you'd like to see Florida take on. But hell yeah, man, some travel tournament. March 8th, we are 3 weeks and 2 days away. Someone's taking the motorcycle home. If 12 guys show up at the event, I'm just driving the motorcycle back to my house. No, I'm kidding. It's going to somebody. So come on out. Enter in every class, sign up. Pre-registration's got 2 more days, and you're saving $10 per hand if you sign up. Don't forget, if you're a first timer, reach out to Mikey. We're doing a $10 first timer class. It'll obviously just be for the medals and experience, but it'll be first timers, amateur and pro. Pros are fighting for the bike.
Hell yeah. It's going to be a good event.
I appreciate you having me on, letting me give my spiel.
Hell yeah, man.
So, yeah, it's going to be a blast. Nobody go watch the Greg Sharp video because it will just anger you. Just private message him and tell him Winter Blast is the place to be. I'm kidding. Don't do anything.
Nice.
All right, brother.
All right,
Be
guys.
safe.
Take it easy.